Hello, welcome to the channel. Before you do anything, please like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. So today I'm going to do a quick review on the Hybrid Solutions by Turtle Wax car wash, and the plan is I'm going to use my F-150 here. This was my daily for about 4 years, but I hardly ever drive it anymore, so I hope it's showing up on camera here. It's really dirty. So the plan is, to get my camera correct, I'm going to wash one side with a regular just car wash that you get at an auto parts store. And then we're going to do this side with the new Hybrid Solutions by Turtle Wax wash and wax. So yeah, so I've got it split with tape, trying to be scientific about this, keep the two sides separate so I can do a real comparison. So tape equals science. So what the plan is I've got this car wash here, Ultimate Car Wash. This is just cheap auto parts store stuff. And then I've got the Turtle Wax Hybrid Solution. I'm gonna try to keep this as fair as I can. This calls for 3 ounces per gallon of water. This calls for 2 ounces. I've got a gallon of just tap water here that I got out of the house. Got my wife's handy dandy measuring dealio there, and wash bucket. And then I've got 2 separate microfibers. We're gonna do the blue for the store brand, and then we're gonna do the orange one, you know, keep it separate so that there's no cross-contamination, and then I'll rinse out the bucket that I'm using there in between washes. So we'll get started. So first I'm going to start off with the store brand, just Ultimate Car Wash, cheap stuff. I think this was like $3-4 bucks. Now this calls for 2 ounces. I've got a measuring cup here that measures out 2 ounces. So we'll go 2 ounces on the dot. Put that in the bucket. And I'll add my water. I'm going to kind of rinse that stuff out as I go here. Okay, I'm going to use my hose to get the surface wet first, kind of loosen up the dirt. Okay, so I'm going to go just this one side, brand new microfiber cloth. Swirl that around and get it mixed up. Okay, so initial impression here, as expected, there's not a lot of, you can see, there's still a lot of water on the surface. There's not a lot of water sheeting action, I guess you'd call it. So I'm gonna clean the bucket out and we'll do the other side. Okay, so now I'm gonna take 3 ounces of the Hybrid Solutions by Turtle Wax. So there's 2 ounces. One ounce. So I'm not a math genius, but last time I checked, 1 plus 2 is 3. So there's 3 ounces in there. we're going to go, that's what's called for on the directions. We're going to go with a gallon of water again, and we're going to kind of rinse that out, get everything out of there as I'm pouring this water in. One thing to note, or that's of note to me, is this isn't really thick like your traditional car wash, real thick soapy type solution. So that's kind of interesting. Alright, so there's our gallon of water. Set that aside. Take our new microfiber towel so we're not cross-contaminating. I'm going to rinse that hood again, just because keep some water on it. So same thing again on this side. Kind of squish it around, mix it up. Okay, so something I've noticed immediately, you can see how this side with the turtle wax is just shedding the water, and this side over here is not. Now this is a little bit of contamination here, cross-contamination from this where I rinsed it over on. But as you can see, this other side, the water, it's not shedding any of the water. This side over here, it's almost completely drying itself. So that's pretty interesting. So we'll do this real time so you know I'm not lying. So here's the water. Spraying the whole hood. So you can see it's just sheeting the water off. See this corner here, or this side here, and then again, as you can see on this side, it's not doing that at all. So see if we can catch, yeah. See, I mean, it's just moving right off. So this side, this obviously the fender I didn't wash yet, but yeah. So I'm gonna dry this off, and then let's kind of touch the surface and see what the surface feels like between the two. This is what I like to, whenever I wash a car, this is what I use, these absorbers. I don't know, I've used them through the years. I've probably been using these for 15, 20 years. They work really good. So you can just put it away wet. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. So you dry this off. Okay, so we got the two sides dried off. This side, nice and shiny. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but I can see it here, the orange peel in this factory paint. But this other side, yeah, it's just as shiny. I don't see any difference in the reflection. You can see the clouds. Let me see. I can. Very smooth to the touch. I've got this glove on here just to make it easier to slide my hand around. But yeah, very, very smooth. Feels, glides across pretty easy. This side, man, I can noticeably, I'm sure that's not coming across on the camera, but it feels smooth, but it's a little, it just doesn't have the same smoothness. I'm sure that's not going to convey on camera, but This side here just feels a lot smoother everywhere versus this side. So I'm sure, I mean, it is a wash and wax, so there is that aspect of it. So, but yeah, so I mean, it, you know, sheeted the water off really well. Hopefully, because it is a wash and wax, and that sheeting action is gonna, you know, keep it cleaner in the rain, that kind of thing. Kind of like putting Rain-X on your windshield. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and time lapse watching the rest of the truck, and then come back and give you my final thoughts. All right, it's finished. So turned out good. I mean, this is basically just washing a vehicle. Nothing scientific about that, right? There's Miss Zoe. Miss Zoe. Follow Miss Zoe on Instagram at Miss Zoe Chihuahua. What are you doing? She looks real enthusiastic. Okay, the wind's picking up. Sorry about that. Anyway, my opinion on this stuff, it works pretty good. I enjoyed using it. I kind of cheated. I did use it on my little BMW Z3, and honestly, I don't really ever hand wash this truck. It's so big. It's just a pain in the butt. I mean, it's a working truck. We use it for hunting and fishing and pulling an RV and all that kind of stuff. Home Depot run and all that kind of stuff. So I don't really ever detail this truck out. I mean, it's a good looking truck in my opinion, and it's well taken care of, but it was the dirtiest vehicle I owned right now, so I thought it would be a good video to do to review this car wash stuff with. So I enjoyed it. It makes the drying process a lot easier. As far as does it leave a wax coat on there, I'm not sure. I mean, only time will tell. But it's about 12 bucks a bottle for that stuff. So I mean, it's a little pricey. I think it's worth it. I'm gonna start using it. It's really did a good job on my little Z car and my little convertible, so that car's really easy to wash, really quick. And I've washed it a few days ago, and it's still shining. Well, I washed it about a week ago, and it's still shining pretty good, so it looks nice. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. Not a lot to learn here, but I mean, I recommend this stuff. It made the drying process really, really easy. The water just basically sheeted off the car or off the truck. So anyway, I hope you stayed to the end. Please subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel. Help the channel grow. Please like this video. Please share this video, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.